Why don't you also support things like free lunches for kids? The Bible over 2,000 times mentions it, helping the needy at every instance, and that if you don't help the needy, you are not doing the word of God and he will not help you.
Of course we should help the needy. Can you show me a specific verse where it says make sure you pay a bunch of money to the government in taxes to help the needy?
I think as Christians, it should be the number one priority to find a system that works to make sure that every single person is fed. And I think it truly, if we're looking at the word of God, you have to look at the fact that you should go through every cost yourself. I would love if my tax dollars went to helping people who needed food.
It does. Over $1 trillion a year goes to food stamps and SNAP and Medicaid.
Perfect.
So,
And I'm glad with
no,
that.
but actually it doesn't help them nearly as much as you think. Let me tell you why. Because then we subsidize bad eating habits of the poor, so that the working poor is very obese, so they go buy Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Frito-Lays, and the church is not involved, where the church would then say, hey, instead of going to the local grocery store with a bunch of food stamps and SNAP benefits, why don't you come by our church and we'll feed all of you and a much more healthy meal made by our own members, and then you can hear the gospel afterwards. That's the church in practice. What the government does is it creates distance and it creates separation between the person issuing the help and the person receiving the help.